Welcome to Chapter 2 of the free SEO demo course for beginners. Now I'm going to discuss about the 5 basic SEO process. Let me share my screen with you. Okay, so Chapter 2 is an overview of the 5 basic SEO process. SEO is consists mainly of 5 basic processes. Number 1 is market and competitor study. Number 2 is keyword research. Number 3 is competitor analysis. Fourth is on-page SEO. Fifth is off-page SEO. So in this chapter, I will introduce the overview of each process and why each is important in the optimization process. So first one is market and competitor study. Simply put, this involves studying your client's industry, target market, and his competition. Here are the steps to do this. Clients answer a marketing brief, which will come from your end. This document will help you study the client's nature of business, understand the target audience, the demographics that they're trying to reach out, if their reach is global or local, their unique selling point, and their products and services. So as part of this free ebook, I have a template of the client brief that you can send to your potential SEO clients. Part of that brief is also asking for related search terms or queries which they think their target market are using when looking up their products or services in Google. So the most important thing is to know the goal of their website. Is it for branding? Is it to generate leads? Is it to sell? So you get a free PDF sample of the project brief in the last chapter of this ebook. Also, in that SEO brief, they will be asked about the market or the industry. How do people buy or avail of their product or service? What are the factors that affect buying decision? What are the various segments in that market? Is the client's industry a business to business setup, or is it a business to consumer type of brand? Find out their online competitors. Check out how these guys are promoting themselves online. What keywords are they using? What content topics and types do they publish? Is their website optimized? Are they active in social media? So to find their online competitors, if for example your client was not able to fill up the SEO brief, you can just go ahead and do this. So here's how you can do that. So for example, if you're an online printing business, you want to know who are your top competitors online or in Google search, you just type in your keywords and Google will automatically return a list of companies that are related to the type of service that you're looking for. So for example, offset and digital printing services, you have business cards, flyers, and brochures company that do printing like Alfox Printing, digital printing services for business in the Philippines, etc., etc. So by looking up who's ranking for a given keyword that is most relevant to your business, you'd be able to find out the competitors of your site or of your client's website or brand. Okay, so back here, have an idea of what type of search queries users will most likely type in when looking for their brand or product or service. So this is usually asked in the client brief, but if the client was not able to fill that up in the questionnaire that you gave, you can go ahead and research that yourself. So for example, again, if I type in one keyword that is relevant to a business that offers online printing service in the Philippines, you can just scroll down at the bottom of Google search and you will have some ideas, some queries on what type of keywords people are using to look up that kind of service. So for example, printing services in Quezon City or chip printing services, brochure printing, flyer printing, etc. So that gives you some idea on the type of queries or the type of keywords that people use when they try to look up a particular service they're interested in. Okay, step two is keyword research. It is the process of finding out which keywords are being used by their target audience in search. This influences the site's relevancy and it is actually the backbone of any SEO campaign. Keywords are used in your site's content, in the URL, in the page content, in the images, in the links, etc. So, for example, a sample of a keyword term would be, or a search term would be, red running shoes sale. So that's what would a user would type in if he is looking for, say, red running shoes that's on sale at this particular moment or particular period. So there are four factors to consider in selecting keywords. Number one is relevance. How relevant or how related are the keywords or the search term to your business or to your website's topic or niche? So earlier I showed you when I tried to do a Google search for for an online printing service in the Philippines, Google was able to come up with other related searches. So that gives you some idea on what type of keywords are relevant to your business or to your client's business. Next is user intent. Consider the person's stage in the conversion journey or funnel. So some people are using Google search just to find information about the product or about a service, while some are ready to buy or ready to book or um, ready to convert, as they say. So what type of keywords would signify that a user is just trying to get information or trying to canvas prices, for example, versus an Android phone versus an iPhone? How about keywords that would indicate if the user is already ready to buy? For example, red running shoes sale. So this type of keyword is long tail, and it appears that the user is already has already have the intention to buy red running shoes because he's already looking for a website that's offering a sale or a promo or whatever for a particular product. So that's what we call user intent. We want to know what is the intent behind a particular query or a particular keyword that a user is typing in search. Next is search volume. What is the demand for this keyword? Is it popular? Is it highly used? Do a lot of people type in this keyword? Competition, how many websites are competing to bid for that keyword? So we know that whenever we do a Google search, sometimes Google will return ads that appear on the first part or the upper fold of the search engine result pages. So if a particular keyword is highly competitive, then you would see a lot of brands competing for that, bidding for that particular keyword in the ads. So this is not actually SEO. This is AdWords. So this is paid. This is like running a paid campaign, which is part of search engine marketing. And the factors that you consider when ranking your ad is different to the factors that you consider when ranking a page through organic means or through SEO. But nevertheless, if a keyword is highly competitive, or if a lot of brands or advertisers are bidding for that keyword, you can expect that you will be competing with ads on the page, with ad listings on the page, because it usually the AdWords paid ads usually take up the upper fold area of the search engine result pages. So to give you some idea, I'll show you a tool that I use for keyword research. So this is the AdWords Keyword Planner. It's just a free tool by Google, and it's mostly used for running an AdWords campaign, so paid ads. So Google has already revamped this tool many times because they want to serve people who are ready to launch campaigns or ready to launch paid campaigns. It's not really intended for keyword research for SEO usage or SEO purposes, but since it is a free tool, you can still gain a lot of keyword ideas from this. Okay, so for example, the first thing that you need to do when you log in into the AdWords Keyword Planner, by the way, you just need to have a Google account, say for example a Gmail account, and then just type in Keyword Planner in Google search, and then it will help you set up set up your AdWords account, you don't have to launch a campaign. You don't have to plug in your credit card details. You can just click on this icon once you see this icon, and then click on Keyword Planner under Planning, and then you will land on this page. So for now, I think this tool has been revamped again. It has been updated again. You can only enter up to 3 keywords, but don't worry, because after using 3 keywords for the first time, you can just download the rest of the keyword ideas, so you can just do it again. So for example, for a business that's about printing services in the Philippines, I typed in some of its related keywords like online printing Philippines, online digital printing Philippines, offset printing Philippines. And then I picked the location to be Philippines. Okay. You can also enter if you want it to be, for example, Manila or Makati or Quezon City, that's fine. But for our usage, for our case usage, I'll just choose Philippines. And then the language is English. Search networks is Google. Okay. And then click on get results. So this is what I got. Now, what you need to do is to take a look at all the relevant keywords that's related to your business or to your client's website. You can also see the average monthly searches for each, and then the competition. Competition shows how competitive ad placement is for a keyword. So about bidding and everything. So this is really for really for AdWords advertisers. But just to give you some ways to find out the types of keywords that you can use for your website, you can just use this tool, Keyword Planner. So just click everything that you think is relevant to you, or you can just leave everything as is and then click download keyword ideas. So once you click on that, it will give you a CSV file. So when you open it in your computer or when you upload it on Google Drive, it will give you this list of keywords or the keywords that you've selected, and then all this data like average monthly searches and competition. So later in the SEO masterclass, I'll discuss keyword research that is more in depth. All right. Okay. Next is competitor analysis. So this steps involves getting to know your closest online competitors. They are normally the ones that rank for the same target keywords and offer similar products and services, operate in the same locale, and cater to the same market segment. So I've shown you that here when you want to look for your competitors. Now, as part of the competitor analysis, you want to study what particular keywords are they ranking. You want to see what's their strategy in promoting online in their online promotions. How big is their clout in social media? Are they running paid ads and so forth? So that's part of competitor analysis, because you want to make sure that you want to see how you gauge in terms of search engine performance, search engine optimization performance versus your online competitors. So here are the core metrics to check when studying and comparing your client's website to their competitors online. I will discuss each comprehensively in my next ebook, so the full beginner SEO freelancers course, or you can find that out more in the SEO masterclass that we will launch. So the metrics to check would be domain authority, backlink profile, search engine saturation, and social media presence. Okay, so step 4 or the fourth process in SEO is on-page. It involves changing the on-site elements of a website. And this includes URL structures, meta elements, content body, images, files, HTML codes, links, and other areas the SEO specialist has full control of within the site. Some on-page requirements also cover technical adjustments or technical SEO. So the goal of on-page SEO is to make your website fully optimized internally to help it perform better in search. So check out my SEO freelancer course or just enroll in the SEO masterclass to have an in-depth study about on-page SEO. Okay. So for now, I'll just show you a sample of the perfect on-page SEO. Perfect 16 key on-page SEO factors that search engine and users do. Perfect on-page SEO process. Okay, this is what they say. This is from backlinko.com, and it says this is what search engines and users look for whenever they land on a page. So these are the most important SEO factors. You have your title tag. That is the most important on-page SEO factor. You need to make sure your URLs are SEO friendly. And then it's recommended that you add modifiers to your title. So for example, best guide or 2016 guide or review, 2018 review of SEO factors, etc. And then wrapping your title in an H1 tag. So aside from using your title here, if this is WordPress, aside from using your title in your blog post title, you can also wrap it in H1 there. So that's recommended. And then use other multimedia files like infographics, images, videos, etc. because this adds variety in your content and it also improves your user engagement. Right, and then use of subheadings like H2 to H3. So subheadings are just like are the header tags that you can use. Wrap subheadings in H2 tags, and then drop your keyword in first 100 words or beginning of the page. Right, and then make sure your page is responsive. It displays well in all types of devices. Use outbound links. So if you're trying to make a research study, it's recommended that you also credit other sources. It has been found that pages with outbound links outrank pages without outbound links because actually linking important sites that are relevant to your content, most especially, it improves the relevance of your page. So that is recommended. Some people would say that linking outbound does not improve your SEO, does not help you because it's not inbound, meaning it does not point to you. But then again, having links pointed to credible sources will actually improve your relevance in search. Okay, internal links. Add 2 to 3 internal links to every post. If you want to see a great example of internal linking, check out Wikipedia. So that means if this page is about on-page SEO, you can link to your other blog posts or to your other pages in order for your other pages to be discovered and recrawled again. So that's internal linking. Boost site speed. So MunchWeb found that 75% of users wouldn't revisit a site that took longer than 4 seconds to load. So there, you're going to lose traffic if your site speed is very slow. Sprinkle LSI keywords. LSI keywords are synonyms that Google uses to determine a page's relevancy. So these are just related or synonym keywords. So what are these? For example, this page is about on-page SEO. And so keywords like on-page optimization, on-page SEO checklist, off-page SEO factors are all LSI keywords. They are synonyms or related to your content. Image optimization. So they're adding alt text and renaming your keywords, renaming your images that are in a more descriptive and has keyword integration is better. And using social share buttons, of course, because if you have social share buttons in your content, it entices the user to share it, of course, to amplify it, and it increases your chances of having your page linked from other sources. And of course, Google favors longer content because if you write longer content, it increases the dwell time or the time that people or the average time that people spend on your page or on your content. It increases your average dwell time by writing long, engaging content that keeps people reading. All right. Okay, so that's the guide from Backlinko. If you want to get that copy, you just go to this page, backlinko.com/onpage SEO. There. All right, so next step and the final one is off-page SEO. It is the process of acquiring links from external pages or sites pointing to your websites. Links are still the currency of the web. Search engines discover new sites by following links. So the quantity and quality of links influence the page and domain authority of a website. Hence, link building is vital in improving rankings. All right. So what is off-page SEO? It's simply generating links that point to your website. So what kind of links do you want? What kind of sites do you want to link to you? First, you want sites with high domain authority. Two, you want sites that are relevant to your particular niche or topic. Three, you want sites that also have a following or an audience who would most likely click on the link on that particular website to lead to your own website. Okay, so I'll just show you this infographic about 10 link building strategies for 2018. So this is by Matthew Woodward. You can check out matthewwoodward.co.uk to further use this guide to further read what's the explanation or the how-to for each. I will also discuss this in depth in my masterclass course. So just to give you a sample, strategy number one that still works in 2018 for link building is guest blogging. We all know, I think you're familiar with that. That means you contribute a piece of content on a blog site, and then in exchange of that, it usually gives you a link pointing back to your website. Broken link building. This means checking out what other websites that are related to your website have. You want to check out the dead links that they have on their site, and in replacement of that, you offer your own link or your own particular blog post, for example, so that the dead page or the dead link will be updated. So most webmasters are open to this kind of tactic because it helps them. Reverse engineering, so that means just checking out where your competitors are getting their links from, and then you try to sign up to those, or you try to get the same links from those sites. News tracking, or taking advantage of a particular topic from the news and use it to create and promote your own content there. So I think we've used this before. There was a time when a particular and popular band held a concert here in Manila, and our business was completely different from that kind of topic. But we tried to write a blog post about what you can do when you're not able to watch when you're not able to watch the concert of band ABC, for example. So we tried to newsjack that kind of entertainment news, and we got a lot of shares and a lot of links also, because it was published at a time when the concert was very popular, and everybody was heading to that particular concert, but not everyone can afford the ticket. So the kind of content that we wrote was what to do when you can't go to this concert, what to do if you can't buy a ticket, etc. So that was one useful technique that we used. Next is influencer marketing. If you get influencers interested in your article, they will feel invested, and once you publish it, they will feel pushed to share and link to it, even if you don't tell them. But normally, we do an outreach to these influencers in order to encourage them, or in order to invite them to link to us. Strategy six is data-driven content. When you produce research papers, white papers, something with graphs and all the kind of statistics that is helpful for a particular industry, data-driven content gets easily shared and it's evergreen, meaning it doesn't lose popularity, it doesn't get outdated unless unless there are certain data there that needs to be updated. But it's a good way to gain links and to gain authority in a particular industry. Reddit marketing. So despite the challenges, winning the hearts of Redditors will result in a flurry of new traffic and backlinks to your site. So I have experienced that before. We share the content in a particular Reddit channel, Reddit stream, and we got people linking to us. Strategy 8 is link reclamation. So reclaiming your links is one of the easiest and most effective tactics you can use. So for example, if a webmaster has linked to you and that link is already obsolete, or you have a more updated page that is better to be used instead of that old link, then you can just approach the webmaster and tell them, hey, I have a newly updated page. You might want to use this instead of the old ones. Or so again, this is very effective because it helps other people. It helps the webmasters. Content syndication. So you might want to share your content in content publishing sites like medium.com, linkedin.com. So that's content syndication. And of course, local citations. Often overlooked by many, but local SEO offers a huge range of opportunities to build high-powered links. So this is most especially useful for local businesses. You might want to get listed in your in local directories that cite your contact details as well. So those are types of link building strategies that are most effective that you can use in 2018. That's from matthewwoodward.co.uk, but backlinko.com also has a definitive guide for 2018. You might want to download the PDF or go through the guide yourself. This is very helpful. So those are my resource materials if you're starting out in SEO and want to learn more about link building. So things to take note of: white hat versus black hat link building techniques is an issue of ethical link building. Okay, so I'll discuss that even more in the masterclass course. And then Google penalizes deceptive link building strategies beginning from their Penguin update. So before, SEOs would get links from link farms, from spammy sites, forums that are not really, that's not really run by human administrators or moderators, but just by bots or robots. So Google has been smart in dealing with this, and they have penalized websites or webmasters who are using deceptive link building techniques or black hat link building techniques. All right, so that's it for chapter 2. Next is chapter 3, tips on how clients want things done. So I'll discuss that in the next video. Thank you for watching.